Hey guys, how are you? This is Kevin Gornstein with Boss Video Player. So last video we went and took a look at how to add products to Boss Video Player in the back panel. Because let's face it, products, that's how you make money. I'm talking to all the affiliate marketers out there. Now, Boss Video Player can also be used to increase engagement, right? So what I mean by engagement is, you want the audience, the viewer, to spend as much time as possible on your content. The longer time they spend, the more opportunities there are to sell to them, to convert to them, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the engagement tools that Boss Video Player offers. All right, so I went ahead and created a new project, and again, this is the back panel that all of the clients get, and then I start adding metadata. So here's the title, here's the synopsis, here's the video. So I'm using the video celebrities that hate PC culture. Okay, so
I do.
and this one's of Jerry Seinfeld being interviewed. Now this video is Creative Commons Attribution License, so that means that we can go ahead and grab it, reslice it, reuse it for any purpose. Okay, so as you can see, this video is a little bit grainy. It looks like a little bit old, so it will be a little pixelate. Well, it'll look exactly like this. It's not the best quality, but your content library may be from a couple of years old, so let's go ahead and play around with it and see what we got. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with show you the cast and crew. So after you enter this information, here's where the video is hosted, and we provide the hosting for you, or you can use your own. It's really up to you. So let's go ahead and go into the scenes, cast and crew, and then let's go ahead and start adding a new one. So let's add Jerry Seinfeld. Okay, and he's an actor. Let's say comedian right here, and then bio. Let's go ahead and just grab it from Wikipedia. How about over here? There you go. American stand-up comedian, that's cool. And then sort order, we're going to start with 5, known for TV, movies, stand-up, whatever you want to put over here. Okay, now it's time to add images. So the images, you want to make sure that they're 800 by 1068, and that will ensure whenever the viewer goes into the single image page, it'll go ahead and show it at a nice resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and click on images right here. Now I'm just going to grab random because it's for education purposes. We're going to delete it right after. But make sure you have the rights to you have the right to use any images. So this seems pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just yank it right here. I'm going to go ahead and resize it in Photoshop or whichever editing tool you may be familiar with. There you go, that's good. Export, PNG. You could also use JPEG, whatever you prefer. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put it into our folder right here. And let's go ahead and grab a couple of more images. Maybe this image right here. Let's see, how about this one? And that should be good. You can add as many images as you'd like, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add Jerry right here. Actually, I don't want that one to be first. I want the one that I resized first. I'm going to go ahead and upload that one. Then I'm going to go ahead and upload these two as well. And then what do I want to show Jerry? Okay, so let's go ahead and play the video.
I do this joke
mute it. Okay, so it looks like he starts in the beginning, so I'm going to go ahead and start in the beginning. You can manually change it or just add it as it happens. Looks like they're done with Jerry. There you go, somewhere around here. And then make sure it's active. We're solid. We're done. We're done with Jerry. So now when we play it, you go ahead and see Jerry right here. Little snippet. When users click on it, here's the description, what he's known for. When they click over here, there's the image slide. And that's why you want the images kind of big, because if people go into the single image view, you want it to be nice and clean. You don't want it to be pixelated. Okay? All right, so that's cast and crew. So we're done with Jerry. Obviously, we can go ahead and add a picture for whoever this guy is. And let's go ahead and show you fun facts. Okay, another great engagement tool. So let's go ahead and activate it. Jerry Seinfeld fun facts. Okay, there you go. There you go. It's easy with celebrities. There's so much content on it. Okay, so let's find something interesting. After he developed an interest in stand-up comedy. That's a cool one. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back here. Here's the fun fact. Early beginnings. Let's add that. Sort order, since we did cast and crew 5, let's go ahead and add it at 4. And then I don't want to show it right away. I want to kind of let the viewers kind of, chew on that part first, and then a couple of seconds later I'm going to add it here, and then I want to make sure that we're talking about Jerry when Jerry's on the screen, so somewhere about here. I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to save it.
I do this joke.
And then it should pop up in about 6 seconds. There it is, right here. Now again, viewer experience is number one, guys, right? So you don't want to block their content here. So that's why we created Boss Video Player in mind, is that the viewer controls when they want to be engaged. So if they don't want to be engaged, they'll go ahead and just move their mouse away from the player. Just a clean video player. Nothing will interrupt their viewing experience. No pre-roll ads, none of that mess that everyone hates. Whenever I want to learn more about Jerry, I'm like, oh, this is cool. What's up? Boom. There we go. We got the engagement info. Of course, you could just add as many as you want. Maybe if you're, who's this? Is this Bill Maher? So over here, maybe, let's say Bill Maher is doing this, he wouldn't be doing it, right? His assistant is doing it, and he's like, oh, I want to sell some tickets here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a product. I'm going to put a picture of buy tickets here, and then I'm going to direct them straight to the website wherever they sell tickets. So it's a lot of cool stuff. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and get this code, go to your website, put Jerry Seinfeld or whatever you want to name it, and then paste that snippet, publish. And this is just a WordPress site. You can use any site, whether it's Joomla, WordPress, HTML, whatever the case is. When you go on the front end, there's your player.
I do this joke about...
okay. Now, as you can see, this video is a little bit different dimensions. Okay. That's actually a great example. So what you want to do is, in the snippet, we provide these dimensions. Okay. 570 by 321. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and adjust that because we like to give as much control as possible. So what is that? What did I say? 570, 321. 321. So it's this kind of size. Since this video is a little bit bigger, we got the progress bars cut off here. So you want to increase that size, but you want to increase it proportionally. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go image size. This is proportional. Let's do 400. 400, 710. Okay? So in your code, you're going to say, instead of these dimensions, okay, you're going to do 400, 710, update. Okay? And then you're going to go check it out, see if that's the right size.
Okay? I do this joke about...
So it looks like it's scrolling still, okay? So what you want to do is, I see what's going on. Because it's scrolling right here, it's still kind of 16 by 9, right? So we're going to go ahead and go back. We're actually just going to increase the height, right? So, what was that? It was 570 by 321. So I'm going to keep it at 570, but instead of 321, I'm going to leave it at 400. See what that does. Okay? Again, because of the video aspect is a little bit different. Okay? So it's still a little bit of scroll, but it's getting better. So I'm going to increase it just by a little bit more over here. So let's do 430. saving it, refresh. Okay, there you go. I think we found it. Now here's the video.
I do this joke about...
And then everything shows up. Here's our cast and crew that we showed up, and it's 6 seconds or 7 seconds. Here we go. Here's the fun fact. Okay? And again, when people scroll away from it, it's just a clean video player. Nothing's going to interrupt it. Okay? And if you want to, for example, let's say you have 2-column website. You want to decrease the size like this. No problem. Okay? You have full controls here. So 570, 430. So I'm going to go ahead and do image size 570, 430, since those are the proportions that work. And I'm going to do image size, let's say 300. I want to keep the aspect ratio the same, 300 by 226. So let's try 300, 226, update. So now it should be a little smaller. Okay, nope, it's not smaller. So what's happened? Okay, with 300 or 26, I got you. Is the JavaScript. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and just delete that. Clean iframe, update, because the JavaScript was made to make it full width. Okay, and then you're going to refresh it, and here's your aspect ratio of 300 by 226. Now it seems a little bit too small for me. I'd like to be about maybe double the size. So I'm going to go ahead and find the aspect ratio 600, 453. Okay, so I'm going to do 600, 453, update, and then I'm going to refresh, and there we go. We got a little bit bigger. Play around with it, you know, whatever works.
I do this joke
and notice that everything just kind of scales down, okay, because it's responsive, you know. So because the width is smaller, there's no room for the top menu. Now it's a hamburger menu, okay. So I hope this was educational for you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.